Event we're having. Take a look around you. All the big boys are here, and your jackets and all. We're really incredibly honored with your presence. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, this is the opening of the first Indian and Victory motorcycle showroom in Singapore. We are all really excited. It's the first time with big brands from the United States making their way into Singapore. Now, this is the first and only event here, so we're really excited. Now, it's an honor to have so many of you here with us today. As we mentioned before, test rides are all available right behind the showroom. We're about to start with the opening launch. So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready your cameras. For those of you, if you'd like to take some shots, now's the time to do so. But before we commence, ladies and gentlemen, our showroom, which is over here, will be opening in just a moment. So we would like to invite all of you to make your way in and have fun. It's going to be a party. There's food, there's alcohol, there's drinks, and also just have fun. Ladies and gentlemen, we're starting in approximately 30 seconds.
29, 28.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the opening launch. For those of you who are here for the first time, for those of you who are joining us here today, is it okay we can ask all of you to give yourselves a round of applause? Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Wow, you guys look amazing, by the way. Now, it is my pleasure to invite Mr. Eugene Ma, Managing Director of MEH Private Limited, or Ma Private Limited, here for his opening address. Here we go.
Thank you. Okay, good evening, guys. You know, coming from a Harley crowd or cruiser crowd, it should be a little more enthusiastic. So, good evening, guys. Shut up, rebels. See you. Okay, good evening, good evening. So, first off, I want to thank all of you all for taking time off to come down today. I see a lot of familiar faces, which is a great pleasure of mine. And it's wonderful to see actually so many colors gathered. I see Rebels, the fellow that screamed. Militia, saw them around just now. Where? Oh, London school, raise hand. I see Militia riders.
Yay!
Oh, you want some sound? Okay.
Never mind. Sumerians, I saw them just now around. Finhawks. Hey, I see you. Okay. I see guys from Reds, my guys on Triumphs. I see guys on Aprilia, APRC. I saw a couple of Ducatis, BMW, Kawasaki, everything. I see all you guys here, and it's humbling. So thank you very much for coming down. Thank you, each and every one of you. Okay.
It's very clap. It's very clap. Let's say your clap.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, more than 40 years ago, right? Our Private Limited was founded. It was a small shop in Jalan Besar. Throughout these years, we have actually been bringing in international brands to you guys. We have Triumph, GV, Aprilia, just to name a few. But today we're actually introducing two amazing American brands, which is the first for us. We got Indian Motorcycle and Victory Motorcycles. And this is thanks to Chairman of Ma Private Limited, Mr. John Ma. So thank you, Mr. John. That was where you clapped. Okay, first up, we got Indian Motorcycles. It's the first and foremost American motorcycle brand, founded in 1901. It has won the hearts of millions of motorcycle enthusiasts around the world. It has been touted and earned distinction as a legendary and iconic brand. So today, behind me, the legend is here and back with us. We are talking about the world's fastest Indian. This bike actually inspired a movie starring Anthony Hopkins. It's a real life story of Burt Monroe on the world's fastest Indian running an Indian Scout, clocking numerous speed records. We are talking about a war veteran that has been through 2 world wars. So that's how legendary and iconic the brand is. Next up, we got Victory Motorcycles. Some of you may not have heard it. It's a young brand for sure. The first bike rolled out on the 4th of July 1998. So, if you know 4th of July, it doesn't get more American than this. The first bike rolled out on Independence Day. It's a young brand, but if you look at the names that they have, Judge, Hammer, Vegas, Crossroad, Magnum, Broadwalk, you know that these are names that you know you can look out for. So we have got Rich Heritage, Indian, bold and audacious style of the Victory. And if you look at the invites, it says choice is coming. I say today, choice is not coming, it's here. So I think we have got, there's no better person to talk about the two brands and the company behind it than Mr. Maxim Van der Ricken, not on the Yamaha. He is the Asian distribution manager of Polaris Industries, the American manufacturer of Indian motorcycles and Victory motorcycles. So Maxim, not on the Yamaha. He's coming.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let us now introduce Mr. Maxim Van der Ricken, riding in, joining us on the Indian Chief Classic. Here we go. Thank you very much, sir. It was a dramatic entrance. And here we go. We're gonna have Mr. Maxim removing his helmet and is about to make his way here. So,
good evening, everyone. I'm very happy to be here today for the launch of Victory and Indian motorcycle in Singapore. First, I would like to say a big thanks to Ma PTE, John Ma here, and Eugene, and all their team. Ma PTE is our official distributor here in Singapore. They have a very long experience in this industry, and I'm sure that together we can build a very strong community for Indian motorcycle and Victory motorcycle. So, with everybody coming here, I'm sure you already know Victory and Indian, but you may not know the company that is behind these two brands. So the company that owns these two brands is Polaris. It's a US company located in Minnesota, and it has more than 60 years history. So Polaris started by making the first snowmobiles in the 1950s, and then they got more diversified with military vehicles, ATVs, and of course motorcycles. So today Polaris is the world leader in the power sports industry. So all these power sports vehicles, we are clearly the number one in the world. We ship about 300,000 vehicles per year in 70 countries. So at Polaris we have two motorcycle brands. Both Victory and Indian are made 100% in the US, in the same factory actually, in Spirit Lake, Iowa. Indian motorcycle has a very long history. It was the first American motorcycle created in 1901. They made very iconic models through the last century, like the Indian Chief, Indian Scout, Roadmaster, Indian 4. These very iconic models were considered the best engineered and most premium motorcycles of their time. So 4 years ago, Polaris purchased this company, and we completely redesigned the Indian Chief. We started with the Indian Chief, the big one, 1800cc, and when we redesigned it, we took some clues from the past. So you can see on this bike, on the Chief Classic, like the valance fenders, this very iconic fender design. Also the light that is made of glass on the front fender, and also the cluster, the instrumentation is really like the first Indian Chief in the 1930s. So, and then of course the designers and the engineers, they added the new technologies to make these bikes very comfortable and very well balanced to be very comfortable. So for now we have 5 Chief models. We have the Chief Classic, which is this one. We have the Chief Vintage, the Chief 10, the Roadmaster, and the latest model we launched is the Dark Horse, a completely blacked out model. Then last year we launched the new Indian Scout. So Scout is a very famous name. It has always been considered the bike of choice for racing and stunt, like the Wall of Death, for example, in the US. So they used this bike because it was very light and very easy to ride. So when we redesigned this bike, we had the same concept, the same spirit. So the new Scout that we launched last year really have this a lot of modern features, modern engineering that makes it light and very easy to ride. So the Scout will be here in Singapore in about 6 weeks, hopefully. Then Victory motorcycle was created by Polaris in 1998, so it's a much younger brand, but it doesn't have any attachment to any heritage. So because of that, we go all in for performance and very bold design. So when you see the Victory model later, especially the new Magnum, it's very much like very modern in terms of design. So when you look at the Victory lineup, you can see a lot of very detailed, very small details in the design, like the lights, the lighting is really like a signature made by Victory, and also the very smooth flowing lines. Everything in the bike is like flowing. It's not like we just put parts that doesn't make sense. Everything is a beautiful piece of art. They are all running the same engine, the Victory models. It's a very powerful engine, 1700 cc. And I really invite you to have a test ride today because you will be very surprised by the power and the performance you can get from these bikes. So please enjoy the event and thank you for coming tonight.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That was Mr. Maxim van der Reken, Asia Distribution Manager of Polaris Industries. Now, we'll now invite Mr. John Ma, Chairman of Ma Private Limited, to make his way in front, as well as Mr. Eugene Ma, Managing Director of Ma Private Limited, to join Mr. van der Reken as we officiate the opening of the first Indian and Victory motorcycle showroom in Singapore. Here we go, gentlemen. Thank you very much, sirs. So we'd like you to make your way behind the ribbon as well. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, this is a very important day for the company. This is the first time Indian and Victory are together here in Singapore. Now here we're going to have the golden Caesars to be handed over to the VIPs. So sirs, please hold on to the Caesars. Here we go. With your right hand, if it's possible. We're going to have you to hold using your left hand onto the ribbon, and on my count, we're going to count 1, 2, 3 together, and we're going to cut it, and that will mark the opening of the showroom. So ladies and gentlemen, to all the big boys who are here, I need your voice, so let's do a 3, 2, 1 together. So once you're ready, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, presenting you Indian and Victory motorcycles right here in Singapore. Thank you so much. Let's take a couple of pictures to immortalize this milestone event for Ma Private Limited, for Polaris Industries. Let's take a picture together. So gentlemen, please smile for the camera. There you go, this man here. The picture is going up on Channel News Asia tonight. So please do smile. Here we go. There you go, in 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. The final few shots by the photographer. What an amazing day for Ma Private Limited. It's a huge day. Final few seconds for the shots to be taken. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Ma Private Limited, congratulations on the opening of the showroom. Thank you, sirs. So now we'd like you to invite yourselves, make your way into the showroom. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time, now, once again, a reminder, we have 4 motorcycle models waiting for you today. The Indian Chief Classic, that's 1, Victory Judge 2, Victory Cross Country 3, and Victory Vegas 8 Ball. First 100 of you who test rides will walk away with a special gift. Ladies and gentlemen, come on, here we go. Please enjoy yourselves. This is the showroom. Now as you enter the showroom, Victory motorcycles on your left, Indian motorcycles on your right.